Yes, I'm here today with Maureen Lewis, our academic advisor at Marquette. She's one of the best person at schools. She helped all of us with everything. She's basically like a mom for us, I would say. She helped me a lot personally. Hi Maureen, how are you?
Hi Sebastian, I'm good.
Good to hear. Please tell us about yourself, where you're from, your family, and please describe yourself.
Oh boy. Um, I have 3 kids of my own, and I live about 4 miles from Marquette, and I work here full time. I grew up in Ohio, which is about 400 miles away from here, but I went to Marquette as an undergrad. I've been working in this job for 9 years. Describe myself, that's a little bit tricky. Please. I think I'm pretty patient. I think I can talk to almost anybody, and pretty approachable, and those are important in my job.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That is true. Please explain your role as an academic advisor for athletes here at Marquette, and what do you feel about working here?
Okay, well, my role, if it was real formal, is to make sure that athletes meet progress toward degree and achieve their Marquette diploma at about the same time that their eligibility ends. So there's a lot of rules and regulations along the way, and I just make sure people are making progress, and I report your progress to the NCAA, which is our governing body, to make sure you're eligible. So that's what it looks like officially, but what it looks like every day is me telling people what they need to do next.
Yeah, I know about that. You've been telling me a lot. Please, we're going again. Please explain, like the first time you met me. Do you remember what happened?
Yeah. First time I met you was in January when you arrived, and we were trying to get you squared up for school and get like bank accounts open and cell phones set and textbooks and schedules and things like that, and it was sort of frustrating because a lot of things weren't coming together very smoothly, and it was a weekend and it was a holiday, and you were getting frustrated, and so there was some language being used that I was telling you. You were saying words that weren't acceptable. For instance, like you can't be dropping the F-bomb all the time, and that was happening a lot.
Yeah, I know, I did it a lot. That's common in Sweden.
Yeah, we don't do that so much here. And so then I was explaining different words that you could and couldn't say, and then you and I had a very interesting discussion about, I told you that you could not say the word shitty, but if you felt like you had to say that, you could say crappy instead. And then you asked me to tell you the difference between those two words. And there is something I never thought I would be explaining in my job.
Yeah, that is nice. That is, what is the best part about working like this? Like, yeah, what is the best part?
Best part of my job is I meet athletes when they arrive here, usually right out of high school, and they're usually about 18 years old or so. And they don't usually have a big idea of what they want to do. They just want to play their sport and go to school in order to play their sport. By the time they leave here 4 or 5 years later, they have a diploma. They probably have job prospects. They've made some really great friends for life, and they've figured out a lot of stuff. So it might be a bumpy road along the way, but at the end, I'm really, really proud of them. I usually cry when people graduate. I'm a big sap.
Is that pride and all that the reason why you choose to work as an academic advisor? Or did you have any other dreams when you were like studying?
I like working with people, and I like working with college students just because I think your ideas are fresh and exciting and you have a lot of energy.
Like shitty and crappy?
Like shitty and crappy, yeah. It keeps me young. I really like it. I would do my job for free if I didn't need the money. But I think that the best part about it is seeing student athletes go from being just teenagers that don't know what they're doing to young adults who have a clue. It's very exciting for me.
I can imagine that.
And plus I'm a giant nerd, so I like when people learn things.
Of course, of course. Why did you choose a school like Marquette?
Oh, I went here as an undergrad, and so I'm familiar with the curriculum, and I know it's a hard school, and I know people are going to need a certain amount of help, and I feel like I can probably provide what's needed.
I know you can provide what's needed. I've been getting a lot of help with you, and if it wasn't for you, I would probably fail a lot of my classes.
Oh, great.
Yeah, exactly. So you could say that you love your job, right?
I do love my job.
Is it that kind of love that makes you go the extra mile to help us? For example, when you visited one of the students at the hospital today?
I do end up caring about you guys as people, too. Like, we spend a lot of time together. For the most part, we usually end up liking each other. And I do really care about what happens to you guys. So I travel with the team. So we spend, during the season, a tremendous amount of time together. I know that you haven't done that yet, but really, hotels, dinners, airplanes, buses, all good. So sometimes we're together for like 2 or 3 days at a stretch. And we do know each other pretty well. So yeah, if somebody's sick, I care about it. And I'll just try to do little things just to, it's a lot of time spent together. We don't want to get sick of each other.
Of
So,
course.
like, I keep candy in my office, and people like Andrew Krinsky come in and eat all of it.
Of course, of course. Thank you so much, Maureen.
No problem.
Have a good day.
See ya.
What are your feelings towards Maureen Lewis?
Oh, she's great.
What are your feelings towards Maureen Lewis?
Maureen Lewis. It's kind of hard to describe her, but the best way possible would be she's one of the best academic advisors and people and just a person as a whole that I know. She's helped me through so much, and I'm only going to become a junior this year, so I know she can help me even more. She's a great person, great academic advisor. She's always there for us no matter what, no matter how bad things get. She will always be there for us. Even when I was hurt, she was texting me, always seeing if I was okay. And especially with school, she's always there for us. So Maureen is seriously like another mom, and she's like one of the best ladies that I know. So great lady.
What are your feelings towards Maureen Lewis?
I love Maureen Lewis. It's like my mother.
What are your feelings towards Maureen Lewis?
Maureen Lewis. Initially, when I first think of Maureen Lewis, I think great woman. You know, ever since I came here in Marquette, she's been willing to help me day in and day out, no matter what it takes. She's always there. You know, she's caring, and if you show her respect and you're nice towards her, you know, she's going to be nothing but great. She's always there to help. She's always there to make sure you succeed. That's her job, and she loves doing it. She's a great woman, and I love her with all my heart.